Hey, shalom, shalom. Yahabashim Shai Rakdam Bashim Kalkudash. Call Yahabashim Shai. Call Yahabashim Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim out there and the elect. That's the men, women, and children selected to make it out of here from the coming destruction, all right? I'm the brother Zayan Olive, the DC camp. And basically going to do another keep in mind. Approaching the end of the Feast of Dedication 2019 and also heading into the 10th month as a reminder that we're heading into the 10th month. And I did a video when we went into the 9th month. All right, and I kind of want to keep this going to keep track of the months to, basically inform Israel. Okay, and we're already in the 10th month, but I'm gonna show you how we got into that, of course, from the 9th month. All right, but first thing, I'm gonna go into the heading towards the end of the Feast of Dedication. All right, and this is First Maccabees 4 and verse. I'll read up some. All right, this is First Maccabees 4 and verse 52. It says, "Now on the 25th day of the 9th month, which is called the month of Caslu, that's the 25th day. All right, in the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning." Now, when it says 148th year, 148 years, that's 148 years from the reign of the Greeks. Okay, so as soon as the Greeks came into rule, that's the 148th year within their rule. Okay, it says, "And offer sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of burnt offerings, which they had made. Look at what time and what day the heathen had profaned it, even in that was Salakia, even in that was it dedicated with songs and cithers and the harps and cymbals. Then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising Yahweh Shema Shah of heaven, who had given them good success." And once again, we always, at Great Millstone, a lot of the times we'll say Yahweh Shema Shai, we'll say the Heavenly Father in the name of the Son, okay? Because we're just giving respect and honor to both our Heavenly Father Yahweh and also Yahweh Shai, because we can't go through and get to the Heavenly Father without Yahweh Shai. All right, so really, it's Yahweh praising the power of heaven or the God of heaven, which we know that to be Yahweh, okay? But we say Yahweh Shema Shai often, okay? Who had given them good success. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days and offered burnt offerings with gladness and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise. Okay? And they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days. You see? Now it started on what? The 25th of the month, of the 9th month. And it goes 8 days all the way into the beginning of the following month. Okay? All right? And it says, "They decked also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold and with shields, and the gates and the chambers they renewed, and hanged doors upon them. Thus was there very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away." All right, and that was a high holy day or a celebration, the one that we're in now still, of what? The rededication of our temple. All right, and it said what? That the reproach or the trouble, all right, of the heathen was put away, that we were able to gather everything back and rededicate the temple and beautify it. Okay, all right, taking off that filthy swine's flesh off the altar and everything, man. All right, and it says, "Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days, from the 25th day of the month Caslu with mirth and gladness. At that time also they builded up the Mount Sion with high walls and strong towers round about, lest the Gentiles should come and tread it down as they had done before," you see? "And they set there a garrison, all right, to keep it, and fortified Bethshura to preserve it, that the people might have a defense against Idumea or against Edom," all right? Because these were the heathen, all right, in the mix also with wicked Jake, I'll throw that out there, that came up and gave reproach, all right, to Israel, to our people, okay? And it said, remember, it said the 25th day of the month, which we already started last week time frame on the 20th of the month. All right, let me get this right here. This Google Calendar that we already started on the 20th of the month, okay? Bear with me here. All right, and we started at the 20th at evening. Like I always like to say, I like to draw a line between Let me just pick a random spot. I like to draw a line between this evening to that. You see where it says 12 and 13? I like to, because towards the middle or end of that 12 over here in this area, I always treat that as if that's like the end of the or the end of the day or the start of a new evening. Okay, say example like 5, 6 o'clock p.m. That's why I draw the line towards the end like this. Okay, and then this line represents going into another day in today's date. All right, and stopping at this evening over here. You see, because the evening starts a new day. Okay, so I just draw a line in the middle like that to represent evening to evening. Okay, and that's one day. So we already started right here, as you can see. All right, on the 20th at evening, that was the first day. All right, that was the first day of our feast. All right, that was the 25th day. All right, that was the 25th day. Okay, then you had 2, 3. I put 4 over here, down there. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's 7, and that'll be 8. Okay, now see, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that's 8 days. Now it's not over then. It's over actually at the start of the 9th day. So that's actually what? The 28th, all right? The 28th at evening, okay? The 28th at evening, all right? Which is, well, I'll say this, because that's 8 days of the feast, okay? So I'll get rid of the 9, all right, just so you won't get confused. Is over when? The evening of the next day, which will actually be 26, 27, 28. All right, let me see. And actually, this month actually, 27, 28, this month actually came in, let me see, Monday. All right, first day. This actually came in Monday, our new moon, and follow me. Since I'm running out of space, NM is going to be new moon. All right. The 25th at evening of November started what? The new month. All right. Which is also what? Our 10th month. Our 10th month. Okay. All right. But this lock it. But this, the 25th at evening started the 10th month. So guess what? On the 8th day of the feast, all right, at evening, which would be the 9th day where the arrow is, right over here, the arrow where the arrow is, okay? All right, that's the end of the Feast of Dedication. So the end of the Feast of Dedication is actually at on November 28th at evening, okay? November 28th at evening, and that's the end of the Feast of Dedication, all right? So that's when? That's Thursday evening, okay? Let me go ahead and erase that and bear with me, all right? So that's Thursday evening is the end of our feast, man. And it's a feast of joy and gladness and mirth, man. Unlike this so-called wicked-ass holiday that happens to be on Thursday. How about that? All right, it lines up with this wicked holiday that's actually on Thursday, you see? And I'm trying to erase all this, Akim, okay? But then going into the fact that what? Also at the end of our feast, it also goes into what? The 10th month. Because remember, Salakia, remember the first day or the new moon actually came in when? The 25th at evening, okay? Which that is the 10th month, all right? So I really just wanted to do this to inform Israel. We're approaching towards the end of the feast, and also that we're in the 10th month, all right? Lord willing, I keep this up every month of our month, even though it may seem confusing with Esau's calendar, But remember, we're doing this based off the lunar calendar, all right, off the moon. So soon, next month, okay, I'll do this again, and then we'll be going into the 11th month, all right? And it's just to keep, Yasha Allah informed. With that, call all you how by Shem Al Shai by Shem Kal Kodash, and as always, to the elect, hey, I say double shalom.